Sagittarius, what the fuck going on, Sagittarius? This is going to be your September 2024 video. Sagittarius, what's going on? What's shaking? Thank you all for watching. My name is Bonnie KB Banks. Welcome to the True Seeker Tarot. Are you ready for your true Sagittarius? Are you? Anything y'all gonna need from me is gonna be in the description box down below. Sagittarius, let's go and get to it. Let's do it. You feel me? Let's see what y'all got going on for the month of September. Most High, where is Sagittarius energy? Or what's going on with Sagittarius in the month of September? Okay, we already got two popped up. Ooh, I like this, Sagittarius. Your first card is focus. 17 breaking down into an 8. With 17 breaking down into an 8, after that whole little Cheddar Bob situation, it's almost like you have completely tuned out of the distractions. You have completely tuned out of the extra shit that's going on around you. You are completely tuned out to whatever God is killing off or whatever is dead around you. It's like you checked out. This goes back to the last reading, y'all feeling indifferent, but this more so feels like you all being in tunnel vision. So I like that. In the month of September, y'all are going to be in tunnel vision. You're going to be focused more. You're going to be setting your goals or setting yourself up to technically be planning out your goals or putting a game plan together. Okay, Sagittarius, I like that. Others of you all, Sagittarius, you all are focusing more so on something. So if you're working on your healing, you're focusing on your healing. If you're working on your career, you're focusing on your career. If you're working on your family, you're focusing on your family. This feels like, Sagittarius, that you all are definitely focusing yourself or focusing on things that are actually bringing some type of importance to you. I like that. Now, I'm not really fond of this second card up because we got the High Priestess of Spirit in the reverse. And this is like an overall intuition card. Sagittarius, either some of you all are not paying attention to the downloads that you're receiving, or Sagittarius, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you're not remembering the downloads that you're receiving. If you're getting certain messages or if you're having certain thoughts and the thoughts are bringing some form of clarity or some form of truth to you, or this could even be you and God having a conversation. It's certain important key factors that God is needing you to either focus on or to remember. And for some of you all, Sagittarius, does this feel like either you're not focusing on them, you're not remembering? Sagittarius, I can't even lie. If some of y'all are choosing to just do what you want to do and not listen to God, this feels like your spiritual team may be checked out. Or these could be those Cheddar Bob people. Sagittarius, if any of y'all were Cheddar Bob in any way, shape, form, or fashion, your spiritual team may be checking out. Reason why I'm saying this, you see how she sleep. And you know, a lot of times we'll get some of our intuitive messages, you know, in dreams and premonitions, a lot of times when we're sleeping. It's the 4 people that is actually over her in her sleep. So this is up to 4 spirit guides. But with this card being in the reverse, the spirit guides will be on the bottom and the actual girl will be on the top. And with this being you, Sagittarius, you all be mindful of getting in your own will versus taking the spiritual advice or the spiritual guidance that you're being given. Okay, that could end up bad for you, Sagittarius, if you're not paying attention. Sagittarius, if these are those Cheddar Bob people and their spiritual team, the way this focus card and the way this High Priestess of Spirit is set up, this kind of gives the energy of, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, if you see that you've gotten back into like your go-getter mode, if you see that you've got back into being motivated, if you see that you've got back to being determined and being ambitious about the things that you have going on in life, Sagittarius, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Cheddar Bob may have lost their spiritual team and you may have actually gained their spiritual team. Ooh, we gonna see though. Most High, put us one more out here on the board, please. Ooh, and then we got the envy card. Yep, this feel like you took somebody's spiritual score, Sagittarius. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Sagittarius, it's almost like, look, and then we got the High Priestess of Water at the bottom. For sure, Sagittarius, if y'all didn't take the whole team, you possibly took the most important one off their team. Ooh, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, with the anointing and the favor that God is putting over on you, favor ain't fair. It is really not. Some of these Cheddar Bobs are starting to recognize and realize that favor isn't fair. And since favor isn't fair, they're starting to get in the ugly ass energy. But back to what I was saying with this High Priestess of Water at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, if you recognize after that Cheddar Bob situation that you're more balanced, if you realize you're more in tune, if you realize you're more focused, if you're more disciplined, if you're more on top of your game, or more so on getting back on top of your game, unfortunately, whoever possibly was their strongest spiritual guidance that they were having, God may have took that person off of their team, or took that spirit or that energy off of their team and gave it to you. And since it's been given to you, you've really been hitting your target as far as your goals, dreams, your aspirations, sticking to the plan, tuning out distractions, not letting things ruffle your feathers or get the best of you. With you being in that energy, whomever or whatever the cheddar Bob was in your life that their energy got taken away from, God just needs you to be mindful that this mad person is sitting back in the cut paying attention to you, or sitting back in the cut watching you, or sitting back in the cut like peeping your moves and peeping your style and seeing how they can either affect you, how they could possibly start some shit with you, or they just might be in the cut being mad. You feel me? Ooh, they should have left Sagittarius alone. God told Sagittarius, if this was you doing this, God told you to leave this person alone. And Sagittarius, if this was being done to you, God told these people to leave you alone. Or people, places, and things, energies, and entities, and industries, and institutions, scenarios, and situations. God gave an order for it to be left alone. And because they continuously want to mess with you, it's like, okay, all right, you're going to get what you're asking for. But it's not going to come from you, Sagittarius. It's God that's doing it, or it's God that's going to do it. Ooh, Most High, give us this focus card when it comes to Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius focus on? First card, balance. I like this. So, boom, Sagittarius, not only are you focusing on, like, balancing out the things that are going on around you, the fact that things actually are balancing out around you just as chaotic as they once were. And then we got the healing card. Yep, this is definitely y'all over here, Sagittarius. This is y'all temperance card. So, with this being y'all over here in this focused energy, being centered, being balanced, with this, when it comes to this balanced chaos, even though things are not set up technically how you would exactly want them to be set up, Sagittarius, or even though things are not setting, or even though God is not setting things up exactly the way you see fit, you're actually becoming like happy with the way things are going and the way things are working out for you. Over here, when it comes to you all in this healing, the more and more that you allow God to do what God wants to do in your life, and the more you allow God to move how God wants to move, you see that the more you're actually healing. You see that the more that God is capable and able of pouring into you. In some way, shape, form, and fashion, Sagittarius, you all have received the spiritual overflow from that Cheddar Bob situation. It's like the spiritual stamina you needed, the spiritual will you needed, the spiritual strength you needed. This feels like the balance within your emotions that you needed, the balance within your mindset that you needed, the motivation and the drive that you needed. God is pouring all of that into you, but God couldn't pour that into you until you were really willing and able to get on the alignment of where God needed you and wanted you to be. Oh, okay. I like that, Sagittarius. And so a lot of you Sagittarius, whether you are male or female, this feels like you're in your feminine energy with God, meaning you're being the receiver of what God gives you. So you're just doing with what God is putting on your plate. You're not reaching for extras. You're not trying to force anything. You're not trying to make anything be your way. It's however God wants it. That's the way it'll be. Y'all stay, please, please, please. Sagittarius, y'all stay in that energy, because the more that you stay in that energy, the more you're going to recognize that things aren't able to get the best of you, the more you're going to recognize that things are balancing out and working out in your life, the more you're actually going to become happy. Sagittarius, what a lot of you all don't know is this feels more so with this 8 up here. You all were already in a new cycle, but you all had to get acclimated into that new cycle. You all had to get used to this new energy. You all had to get used to this new place. And now that you all are actually doing so, things are actually starting to work out, or they're about to start working out in your favor. Congratulations. Sagittarius, on the back end, you all be mindful, because we got crystal technology, silicone up here. This is my fake baby card. Now with this fake baby card, it could be a fake baby situation. So Sagittarius males, y'all watch out when it comes to some of the women that you have been sexual with in some way, shape, form, or fashion. possibly with this healing, this crystal technology, and this chaos card, Sagittarius males, somebody may be trying to either say you may be a child's father or possibly, you know, pin a baby on you, but it's this fake baby card that I just can't get with. Something about this scenario and situation is either bullshit, or something about this scenario and situation is fake, and the person that is putting it in front of your face knows for a fact it's fake, or knows for a fact it's BS. It's just they want so badly to be a part of your life in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or they want so badly to be a part of your anointment that they will continuously put up, they will put up this fake ass situation in front of you. Outside of it being an actual baby, this could just be for Sagittarius males and Sagittarius females, or feminine and masculine Sagittariuses. Y'all be mindful of people putting fake shit in front of your face and trying to make you believe that it's some real shit. Sagittarius, when it comes to the blessings and the things that God actually does for you, nobody has to convince you that it's a blessing. You automatically see it as a blessing. You automatically see the favor on it. You automatically see the anointing on it. Please, please, please be mindful of people putting like big grand gestures and bells and whistles and all this other fake ass shit in front of your face that make it look like an actual good thing, because it's not. We got the High Priestess card at the bottom of the deck right behind it, and with this being the witch doctor wisdom, we're gonna ignore the witch doctor part. With you sitting back in the cut when God had you sitting back in the cut, examining these people, paying attention to certain clues, looking at everything, looking at all the details, seeing everything for what it really and truly was. When you saw it for what it really and truly was, you recognize this Sagittarius as some fake ass shit. You be mindful of some fake ass shit trying to come in your face and act like it's some real shit when it's not. Oh, yep, they want to knock you off your balance. They want to knock you off your pivot. Some energies, people, places, and things around you, Sagittarius, they know that you're in this alignment, or they know that you're in this tunnel vision with God, and they want so badly to knock you out of balance, or to knock you out of tunnel vision, or to get God not to pour into you. Sagittarius, this really and truly feels like energies, people, places, and things around you know for a fact that if you get to a certain level with God, and if you allow God to do a certain amount of healing within you, not only can it not affect you no more, not only can it not get up under your skin, not only can it take you out of tunnel vision with God, but it's almost like the top done data that you will be after this process is actually done. They don't want you to reach that place. They don't want you to be the top done data. They don't want you to be HBIC, HNIC. And this don't even feel like over them. This just feels like you will be the first lady, the first man in your own life. Certain energies, people, places, and things around that do not want that, Sagittarius. The reason why they don't want that for you is because they like when they have the image, or they have the persona, or they have that outlook as if they the top done data. They the big kahuna. They the first man and the first lady. But God actually doing this work within you, and it's shining through you, and it not having to be talked about or said. It's just seen. It purposefully and it publicly calls these people out on the nonsense or the fake ass personas or the fake ass rank that they've given themselves. Ooh. Sagittarius, Most High, forgive us this High Priestess of Earth, High Priestess of Spirit in the reverse. Is this Sagittarius or a group of Sagittariuses, or is this Cheddar Bob? We're going to do this different. Give me the girl that's actually asleep. Who's the girl that's actually asleep, Most High? Is this Sagittarius, or nope, that is Cheddar Bob. We got a tower moment. Ego death. The Cheddar Bobs, or whatever was the Cheddar Bob in your life, Sagittarius, is right now currently going through an ego death. It's being knocked off his feet. It knocks me off my feet. Yeah, whatever this energy that Cheddar Bob sent out, and Cheddar Bob doesn't have to be a person. Cheddar Bob could have been anxiety. Cheddar Bob could have been worrying. Cheddar Bob could have been doubt. Cheddar Bob could have been a relationship. Cheddar Bob could have been a family dynamic. Cheddar Bob could have been a job. Cheddar Bob could have been a way of living. Cheddar Bob could have been a way of thinking. Cheddar Bob could have been a way of you handling your emotions. Whatever was the Cheddar Bob in your life, it is getting its head knocked between the washer and the damn dryer right now. And it should, because as much as it tried to throw you off balance, and as much as it tried to get you out of pocket, and as much as it tried to get you out of tunnel vision with God, it's being shown in his own life, whatever it is, it's being shown that you the one that needs a foundation being built. You the one that need to fix the worry and fix up some of the things in your own life. You need to be sweeping around your own front door. Ooh. And then we got this protection card down here. Sagittarius, people may not know, or people are going to learn that, and this goes back to that spiritual, you having this spiritual, not necessarily just rank, but this feels like this spiritual protection, and or the spiritual guidance, or the angels that God has placed around you. It's like in some way, shape, form, or fashion, people don't believe until something actually happens to them, or people don't believe until God actually rocks their world or rocks their foundation, that hey, you over here messing with Sagittarius, you might need to leave Sagittarius alone. You over there messing with Sagittarius, or you over there trying to take Sagittarius out of tunnel vision, or you over there trying to get Sagittarius off the path of what them and God have built for themselves. You're gonna get your head knocked off. You're gonna get your life messed up. You're gonna get your rope, your boat rocked. I was gonna say your rope bocked. So these people may be on some real like opposite, or crisscross energy, but it's almost like God is gonna straighten their ass out one way or another. With this ego death, whoever, whether people, places, and things, energies and entities, industries and institutions, scenarios and situations that were the cheddar bob in your life, they were sending out energy that they weren't ready for it to receive. They're being knocked off their feet. And in the process of them being knocked off their feet, either God has given you their angels that God assigned to them, and or like we said, whoever was the strongest angel on that team, God took them off that team and put them on your team. Ooh. Most High, give us the angelic presence, or the angels that are at the bottom. Thank you. Equalize our highest self in the reverse. That's what it is. Okay, so boom. When it came to you taking the whole team, depending on the cheddar bob and the scenario and situation, you may have actually taken the whole team, Sagittarius. For a majority of you all, God gave you the strongest person on this person's angelic team. So boom, with this being the strongest person on this person's angelic team, God still has faith that this cheddar bob can get their life together, but it's almost like God is going to make it a little bit harder for them. Because look at this, equalize our highest self is in the reverse. This will be an ace of wands. When it's in the upright, you can see an arrow here, but it's covered in something. They were trying to puncture through the relationship that you and God have. I hate to say it like this, but this was like God was telling you, Sagittarius, that these people aren't right. These people aren't sincere. These people aren't genuine. And these people continuously wanted, or these people placing the things, energies, and entities, and so forth. These things wanted so badly for you to believe that they were real. They were genuine. They were pure. Not recognizing or realizing them being in that energy is like calling God a liar. So God like, no, I know for a fact God isn't a liar. You're a liar. So boom, you see how the same way on this focus card in Sagittarius, God had already claimed this to be y'all energy over here. So boom, with this focus card, you see how it's a light at the end of her bow and arrow, and you see how her bow and arrow technically has a glow on it. This is an anointed bow and arrow. This is an anointed path that you're on. See, these people are so busy focusing on making sure that you don't get to the space of where you need to be, that they don't even realize they're messing up their own lives. And God is trying to show them that they can't be as high of rank as they try to pretend themselves to be, or high as rank, or they want people to believe about themselves, if all they could do was come up with a plan to fuck with you. They couldn't get their life together. They couldn't get their life stable. They couldn't pour healing into themselves. They couldn't recognize their own tower moments. They couldn't see, it's almost like they couldn't see what God was trying to do in their life, but they could see that they needed to fuck with you. And that's why God is now fucking with the cheddar bobs. Ooh, and then look, we got the Magician card at the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius, when it comes to you and the things that you're manifesting, God just needs you to be mindful of the energies, people, places, and things, and whatnot that you involve in your manifestation. Reason being is because when you having a pure heart and with God balancing out, and not only balancing out with God healing you, the things that you're asking for and the things that you're praying for, you should have no problem like bringing these things into fruition. That doesn't mean we're not gonna have to work for them, Sagittarius. That just means that we shouldn't run into as many or the darkest trials and errors when it comes to this, because we've already done that work previously before we even made this manifestation. When it comes to these people, places, and things in the manifestation card, the same motive or the same piercing of your energy that they wanted so badly to happen to you is actually starting to happen to them. And people don't know how the fuck they got this snake on their back with this Magician card, not recognizing and realizing you got the snake on your back because you are the snake. It's like a serpent don't want to recognize or realize that they're a serpent. Ooh, Sagittarius. But regardless of any of that, God is finna blow up the serpent, or God is finna mess up the serpent for what the serpent tried to do to you. See, you're a servant. They're a serpent. Ooh, that might be the name of y'all reading, Sagittarius. Servant versus serpent. Ooh, I like that, Sagittarius. Okay, I see you. Most High, give us something over here with this envy card, but on the envy card, give me the gold energy. So this will be the energy that Sagittarius is at. Look at that. Divine masculine. The big done daughter. See, thank you, God. And then we got the Union card at the bottom of the deck. And I love this Union card because outside of this having anything to do with an actual relationship, it's a guardian angel sitting back in the back watching and covering all of this. Sagittarius feminine energy. I know in that last reading a lot of y'all said that y'all weren't worried about love no more and y'all didn't care about love no more, or you were more so not really letting that wanting your love life control so much of your life or so much of your emotions anymore. That's the healing that God needed you to do, to be okay with however your life goes and not put so much stress or strenuous ass energy on yourself and wanting love and wanting a relationship. The crazier part about it, Sagittarius, as soon as y'all went into this space of really just focusing on yourself and you being a better person and you having a better life and you having a better experience, what y'all don't know is like as soon as you did that, God put it on a man to be interested in. So Sagittarius feminine energy, y'all have a masculine energy paying attention to you. Has this man said anything to you as of yet? No. God is still cleaning up this man's energy. He's still cleaning up this man's energy because he got a hating ex, or he has a hater. It is somebody around him that possibly he knows for a fact once this feminine energy finds out about you, it's going to be a whole issue and a problem, and he's trying to bypass that. I appreciate whoever this masculine energy is because they're aware enough to know that, hey, I need to clean up all of my energy before I go dwell or involve somebody else in what I got going on, because I already know the energy that this last person carried and or carries. I like that. But outside of that, Sagittarius, if we just want to stay on topic of the servant versus the serpent, because you're such a great servant and because God honors you for being such a great servant, you have serpents on the outside upset with you because the energy that they're in and the things that they're doing and and it feel like the alignment in which they're trying to be in, which honestly feels like the alignment of their own will. They can't understand how God is blessing you and not blessing them, how God is showing up for you and not showing up for them, how God is whooping on their ass and God is not whooping on your ass. It's because they don't know the relationship that you and God actually have. See, they assumed about the relationship that you and God actually have, but they don't know the true essence of the true relationship that you and God have. And because you actually allow God to have this way in your life, even though this isn't the divine feminine, it definitely feels like divine feminine energy with this crown that she has on. Because in a lot of Temperance cards, it's not a crown on the person's head. So this definitely does feel like divine feminine energy. Because you got in your divine feminine energy with God and you allow God to balance things out, and because you allow God to do things the way God saw fit and the way God wanted to do them, guess what? You're being rained down blessings, favor, anointing, healing, everything that you need in order for you to be at this happy space. You're either receiving it or you're in the process of receiving it. See, these people were in their masculine energy, meaning they wanted things to go their way. They wanted the plan to work how they wanted the plan to work. They wanted shit to go how they wanted shit to go. And because they were in that energy, not recognizing that we don't tell God what to do, God tells us what to do, they're stuck in that energy of God not showing up for them, but they're watching God show up for you. And because God put you at this place of power, and God made you the top done daughter, and with your masculine and your feminine energy being balanced, look, this union card. This union card, for some of you all, this does feel like a relationship. But for a majority of you all, this union card actually feels like the balance of your feminine and masculine energy. And with this balance, you're seeing that you're becoming completely whole. Oh, congratulations, Sagittarius. I like this. Now, with you all becoming completely whole, Sagittarius, some of you all may get emotional, but it's because you worked so hard to get here. You worked so hard to get to this space. You worked so hard to be comfortable in this area. For others of you all, you're going to break down and cry because it's like God finally did it. God finally showed up. God finally moved the mountains and the trials and the tribulations and the hard stuff out of my way. This doesn't feel like those things are never going to come up again, but now that you have this balance of how you fight with God, you're not scared of the battles anymore. You're not scared of the trials and tribulations. You're not scared of the things to come. Oh, okay, Sagittarius. Most High put one on the envious person that is watching Sagittarius get put in this place of balance, get put in this place of power, be rained down these blessings on, receive this healing. Look at this. Death card, transformation, brand new. This is my brand new day card. And with the solo magic. Now, when it comes to these envious ass people, they do want to be either a part of your brand new day, they do want to be a part of this transformation, or they want this transformation or this brand new day for themselves. The issue and the problem is with this solo magic, they keep trying to do it by themselves instead of trying to do it with God, and that's the issue and that's the problem. Also, watching you be on this brand new space and watching you elevate and watching you grow and watching you soar to new heights, it is really making certain people cry, Sagittarius, like a motherfucker. It is really hurting the fuck out of some people, but it's not purposefully hurting them. What they're recognizing and seeing, Sagittarius, some people didn't know how close y'all actually were until you were no longer in their presence. And I said that in that last reading. Some people don't know how much you actually meant to them till they no longer had access to you. Some people didn't know that you were their ace boom coon, like you were their genuine person. Like certain people really did not know that you're the one that gave them the energy that made them feel like the top done daughter. Now that they're being split out of that, and now that they're seeing the real done daughter go to the next level, certain people are real deal breaking down and crying behind you, Sagittarius. Like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to fix the scenarios and situations that they're in. They don't know how to manage and handle the tower moments. They don't know where to go, what to do, who to go talk to, who to ask. Unfortunately, they're being put in the same position of where God built you up from. God built you up out of that space. So if they want to have this same transformation, or if they just want to get out of this sucky ass ego death, they're going to have to go to God and allow God to do it his way. And they're going to have to follow the rules. Point blank, period. The servant versus the serpent. Ooh. Most High, give us this balance in chaos. Because I wasn't supposed to be over here in Sagittarius' room this long. We got the 5 of Pentacles. Sagittarius, the more and more that you see that you focus on God, and the more that you see that you're in this tunnel vision with God, you're recognizing and realizing it was your masculine energy that made you feel like you was in a place of lack, because you've been in your masculine energy and you wanting, and us trying to come up with a plan, us trying to be the dictator, us trying to run the whole show ourselves. That energy kept putting us in a place of lack because we weren't able to maneuver through some of the trials and tribulations, or we didn't see some of the trials and tribulations coming. It would just hit us like a ton of bricks. But you're recognizing and realizing when you in this feminine energy with God, you never go without. Even if it's not in your hand at the time, Sagittarius, somehow, some way, it makes its way to you. Even if you don't have the funds at that moment, somehow, some way, it makes its way to you. Even if you don't have the complete plan at the time, but the fact that you actually start and you get on the good foot of what God is trying to do in your life and what God is trying to show you, you see that you're never without. Anything that you need, God pours. And then look, we got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Didn't I say that this felt like divine feminine energy, even though this did not come up as the divine feminine card? Yeah, a lot of y'all Sagittarius, whether feminine or masculine energy, y'all are in y'all feminine energy when it comes to God. And with you being in that energy and allowing God to lead and allow God to do the strenuous hard parts and allow God to come up with the plan, and you just take God's lead, you see that everything always works out. Okay. I like that, Sagittarius. Yes. Also, Sagittarius, some of y'all have recognized and realized that the more you focused on what you needed to focus on, and the more you stopped focusing on trying to save the world, the better things got for you. The easier things felt for you. The more it feels like the more you more so got, that's what it was. Sagittarius, for some of y'all, if you recognized and you saw that God wanted you to stop healing or trying to save everybody or save the world so much, God was doing so because the healing energy that God was pouring into you, you were turning right around and you were pouring it into other people before it actually fulfilled you first. And that's why you kept feeling empty. That's why you kept feeling drained. That's why you kept feeling like you had nothing left. Because the energy that God had just given you, you turned around and gave it to other people. Now that you're actually doing the opposite with filling your own cup first with what God gives you and then filling the cups of others, you're recognizing and realizing you're not dry of energy. You're not drained. You're not just in the Ten of Swords energy of just worn, Ten of Swords or Ten of Wands energy of just worn out, pooped, tired, have nothing else left to give. You're no longer being in that energy, but it was because you were pouring or you were giving too much to other people, places, and things and not giving enough to yourself. And that was something we actually mentioned in that Cheddar Bob video. So now it's just coming full circle for you with having a clear understanding on why. Okay, Most High, give us a Sagittarius card with the focus card. Sagittarius being in tunnel vision with God. Queen of Swords. See, Sagittarius, you're not even in your regular energy because the only wand I have up here is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So you denied your own. This feels like either you denied your own flesh, you denied your own will, you denied you doing things how you wanted to do it, and that was the only thing you had to do. You denying that energy put you in the Queen of Swords energy. So you're not even in your regular energy right now. Sagittarius, you're in more so, this feels like even though this is the Queen of Swords is Libra energy, but this feels like you're more so with being in tuned. One thing about the Queen of Swords, she analyzes. She sits back and she pays attention. Like, she will allow people, places, and things to expose themselves or show themselves to a certain extent so she can really see the full picture of what needed to be seen. That goes back to you being in this feminine energy with God. You being in your feminine energy with God put you on game, Sagittarius. You been in this feminine energy with God kept you out of going on your own path or doing something to mess up your own energy. You being in this feminine energy with God had you dodge and tower moments. It gave you the healing that you needed. You see your life is balancing out. God is putting you in a place of power, putting you in your place fully of power where you're supposed to be. You're having a brand new day. You see that being in your feminine energy with God, Sagittarius, is probably one of the best decisions or best things you ever did. Congratulations. I like that. Sagittarius, I got to hurry up because it's 30-something minutes. I got to go. Most High, put me one on this ego death when it comes to this girl up here that's sleeping. Seven of Pentacles. What's going on with the Cheddar Bobs? The Cheddar Bobs are now starting to recognize and realize all the issues, the problems, the hardship that they tried to bring into your life is actually forming and building and creating itself in their lives. So if they wanted you to go through financial issues, Sagittarius, they're starting to see themselves go through financial issues. If they wanted your life to be imbalanced, Sagittarius, their life is starting to be imbalanced. If they wanted you to pour all your energy into them, Sagittarius, all of their energy is being poured into other people, places, and things. If they wanted to mess with your mind frame or mess with the mindset that you were in, Sagittarius, now certain things are starting to mess with their mind frame, mess with their mindset. Whatever, because the Seven of Pentacles is all about taking inventory, looking at stock, seeing if you're receiving what you put out into a situation. The reason why these people can't understand these tower moments that are going on is because they're not self-aware to recognize the energy that they put out. People have been building up messed up ass energy and throwing it out to people, not recognizing that they're building up messed up energy and throwing it out to people. So guess what? Now that you've been building up messed up energy and throwing it out to people, that energy is now starting to ricochet, just like in that Cheddar Bob video, and make its way back to their own front doorstep. And because they're in this sleep energy, when it comes to God, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle it. People just see their lives being turned upside down, and it's like they don't know which way is up, which way is down, which way is left, which way is right. Five of Wands, but it stems from the issues and problems and the nonsense that they tried to bring to your life, Sagittarius. Or Sagittarius, if by chance, if this is you, this stems from some energy that you sent to someone else. It's like somebody sent an issue or a problem to someone else, and it actually ricocheted and made its way to their front doorstep. Lord, Most High, give us this equalizer higher self in the reverse. Look at the Hierophant card. God is teaching these people a lesson. God is teaching these people a lesson on the motive and the actions they want done in other people's life. God is teaching them a lesson. And then look, they go to Ace of Wands again, but this my Stairway to Hell card. God is placing people in the same energy that they wished and they wanted so badly for other people to be in. Reason why they're putting these people in this energy, God is teaching them a lesson on you praying on someone's downfall. You're praying on somebody to be less than. You're praying on somebody to be hurt. You're praying on somebody to be in lack energy. And it doesn't even necessarily feel like they prayed and asked God, could you please fuck up this person's finances? But what it is, it's the power of the tongue. People are not recognizing and realizing that it's not just the words we use. It's the intention behind the words that we use and that you're sending out to other people. Reason why some of this energy is making its way back to you the way it is. The hardship that you wanted for others is coming to you. The issues and problems you wanted for others is coming to you. And God is teaching them a lesson on, hey, what's that Bible verse? The weapons will form with what they want proper. God is teaching people a lesson on becoming the weapons that form in other people's life. As long as you're a weapon that forms in someone else's life, you're not gonna prosper. I'm not gonna promote you to the next level. I'm not gonna make you the top dundada. I'm not gonna boost your life up. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. It's almost like the energy they want so badly for other people to be in. God is going to place them in that energy. It's like you wanted somebody else to be here so bad, I'm going to put you in and let's see how you feel about it. Let's see how you deal with it. Let's see how you maneuver through it. Ooh, Most High put one on the divine masculine energy with the blessing on this envy card. Six of Pentacles. And Six of Pentacles talks about an energy exchange. So the power that God has placed you in, Sagittarius, other people, places, and things around you are not only starting to view this power, they're starting to see this power, and they're possibly wanting to exchange energy with this power. And it doesn't feel like they want to take the power for themselves. It's almost like because you are legit, this like because God gave you the real power and authority, and because you're actually like possibly a great leader or a good leader, it's like, no, I want to be over there with Sagittarius, or no, I want to be over there with them, or no, I want to be under their leadership, or no, I want to be under I want to be under their teachings, or the way they maneuver, or the way they get down. I want to be over there with them. Ooh, Sagittarius. Now you didn't. Now goes back to God may have given you the top dog in this person's spiritual team, but over here with this Six of Pentacles, the envy people, or the cheddar bobs in your life, the people that they're surrounded by, they actually want to give to you. They actually want to fuck with you. That's crazy. That is crazy. So Sagittarius, the whole time Cheddar Bob was doing all this extra nonsense, and the fact that Cheddar Bob is having being taught this lesson right now, people are starting to recognize Cheddar Bob for who Cheddar Bob actually is. And because they're starting to recognize Cheddar Bob for who Cheddar Bob actually is now, it's like they're migrating and they're coming over to you and recognizing who the real motherfucker is. And now that people are seeing who the real motherfucker is, it's like all the Cheddar, imagine Cheddar Bob whole crew now want to ride your coattail. Cheddar Bob whole crew now want to be down with you. Cheddar Bob whole crew now want to talk to you, skate with you, kick it with you, all of that. Oh wow. Yeah, you may not have stole these people's entire spiritual team, but you stole their real crew. I'm with the gang, I'm with the mob. What was you thinking? Yeah, you just stole their whole team, Sagittarius. Well, I'll be doggone. Come on, Sagittarius. You ain't tried to, but it just come with the territory. Oh, I got to go. I got to go. Most High, give me one more when it comes to Sagittarius, this death card and this solo magic. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Oh yeah, Cheddar Bob or the serpent is losing all their happiness. Exactly. 8 of Swords. The serpent is in spiritual jail. All Sagittarius, all serpents in your life are either now in spiritual jail or they're going to spiritual jail. And this feels like in this spiritual jail, I can't even lie, until they take accountability for what they did, what they said, how they moved, the intention that they had, they're going to be stuck. Like God is not going to let them out. Oh yeah, Sagittarius. Certain people, anxiety has now been turned on sky high in regards to you, and they don't know how to handle it or what to do. Oh, Sagittarius, I got to go. I'm going to get y'all for this 40-minute video.